I'm going to be leading you through my flow to crow sequence today. If you already have a comfortable crow pose, this is just a fun practice and you can work towards straight arm crow if you don't already have it. It's a great daily practice as well. And if you don't have a crow pose, I've put some drills in this sequence to help you get there. So we'll go ahead and get started with a pre-warm-up on our back with our knees pointed up toward the ceiling, feet firmly grounded. Lie all the way down. Then bring your arms directly above your shoulders. Flex through your palms as if you're pushing the ceiling away from you. Gaze up. And then on an exhale, you're going to bring your knees as close into your armpits as you can and lift up the head, neck, and chest. Hold here. Inhale, expand, lower down. Exhale, crunch it in and hold. Inhale, expand, lower down. Exhale, crunch in and hold. Inhale, expand, lower down. Exhale, crunch in and hold. Inhale, expand, lower down. And then exhale, release. Go ahead and rock yourself up to a comfortable seat. Maybe sitting on your heels or crisscross applesauce. May begin to blink the eyes closed or soften the gaze and bring the hands to heart center. Inhale, shoulders rise up toward the ears. Exhale, draw the shoulders back down and away. Do that again. Inhale, shoulders rise. Exhale, draw them down the spine. Keep them there. This time as you inhale, push the spine forward, and as you exhale, find a little tuck of the chin. I invite you now to set an intention or a dedication for your practice. We'll seal up all our intentions together with 3 unified breaths. First, exhale all the stale air out of your lungs. Inhale, fill up. Exhale through your nose, send it out. Again, inhale, fill up. Exhale through your nose, let it go. Last one, inhale, fill up. And exhale through your nose, release. You may begin to blink eyes open, first gazing toward your fingertips, and we'll get started on hands and knees in a tabletop position. Your wrists are directly under your shoulders, and your knees are directly under your hips. Ground down in all 10 toenails, ground down in all 10 fingers. Inhale to cow pose, lift the chest, lift the tail. Exhale, round and curl the spine, cat pose. Again, inhale, cow pose, tail lifts, chest lifts. Exhale, cat pose, round and curl. Inhale to cow pose, shoulders away from ears. Exhale, cat pose, keep the shoulders running away from the ears. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. I invite you to take any organic movements that come naturally to you. Maybe shifting to one side and then the other. Maybe drawing circles with your hips or chest. Keep breathing here. Take another inhale and another exhale. On your next inhale, find cow pose. On your next exhale, tuck the toes, pike the hips up and back for your first down dog. Settle in here. Your hands are still shoulder distance. Your feet are still hip width. Maybe you want to pedal into your right knee and then pedal into the left. Maybe you lift the heels on the inhale and lower them down on the exhale. Settle in. We'll continue to warm up the spine here. Please inhale, roll forward like a wave to a high plank pose, shoulders over wrists. And then as you exhale, bend the knees, scoop the hips up and back, down dog. We'll do that again. Inhale, roll forward like a wave. Then exhale, bend knees, scoop hips up and back, down dog. Last one like that. Inhale, roll forward like a wave. Exhale, bend knees, scoop hips up and back, down dog. This time, please inhale, roll forward like a wave to your high plank pose. As you exhale, drop the knees, keep the hips lifted as you lower the chest and chin between the hands, knees, chest, chin. Inhale to slide all the way to your belly, then peel up the head, neck, and chest for baby cobra, little to no weight in those hands. Squeeze the elbows in tight. On your next exhale, come through tabletop to child's pose. Knees wide, toes touch. Inhale to tabletop, and then exhale, down dog. To advance the transition, please inhale, roll forward to your high plank pose. As you exhale, shift the weight 2 inches forward, come into the hands, bend the elbows at a 90-degree angle. Squeeze the elbows in tight, chaturanga. Inhale to the tops of the feet for up dog, thighs lift, arms are straight, shine the chest through. And then exhale to pike those hips up and back, downward facing dog. Full inhale, slow, steady exhale. Gaze forward between your thumbs and take small steps toward your hands. Inhale, halfway lift, find length. Exhale, fold. We'll do that again. Inhale, halfway lift, find length. Press your palms into your shins or thighs, but avoid those knees. And then exhale, fold forward. This time, option to grab opposite elbows here and sway from side to side for a ragdoll pose. Take a full inhale and a slow, steady exhale. On your next inhale, rise all the way to stand. Head is the last to rise. And then exhale, Samastiti, hands by your sides. Surya Namaskare, sun salutations A. Inhale, arms rise, mountain pose, gaze to thumbs. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, find length. Exhale, plant palms, step or float back, chaturanga. Inhale to up dog or cobra, shine the chest through. Exhale, downward facing dog, pike those hips up and back. For 5, think about rolling the shoulders down and away from the ears. 4, navel in and up. 3, keep breathing. 2, 1, gaze forward between your thumbs, bend the knees, take small steps toward the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms rise, mountain pose. Exhale, Samastiti, hands by your sides. We'll do that again. Inhale, arms rise, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, find length. Exhale, plant palms, step or float back, chaturanga, your choice, knees up or knees down. Inhale to up dog or cobra, shine the chest through. Exhale, down dog, pike those hips up and back. For 5. Think about spinning the biceps forward here. The index fingers are parallel to one another. 4, keep breathing. 3, draw the heels toward the ground. Knees can be bent or straight. 2, 1, gaze forward, knees bend, walk, step, or float to the top. Inhale, halfway lift, find length. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms rise, mountain pose. Exhale, Samastiti, hands by your sides. Again, last time, inhale, arms rise, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, find length. Exhale, plant palms, step or float back, chaturanga. Inhale to up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. For 5, think about melting the chest toward the thighs. 4, scrub the limbs toward one another here. Draw that navel in and up. 3, full audible breaths. 2, 1, Gaze forward, knees bend, walk, step, or float to the top. Inhale, halfway lift, find length. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms rise, mountain pose. Exhale, Samastiti, hands by your sides. Surya Namaskar B, sun salutations B. Knees bend, arms rise, chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, find length. Exhale, plant palms, step or float back, Chaturanga. Inhale to up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Listen for the change. Right foot steps forward between the hands. Left heel spins down at a 45-degree angle. Rise up, warrior one. Inhale. One long exhale takes you down. Plant your palms. Step your right foot back to meet the left. Chaturanga. Inhale to up dog or cobra. Shine the chest through. Exhale, down dog. Other side. Step or guide the left foot forward, right heel drops down. Rise up, warrior one on the left. One long inhale to the top. One long exhale takes you down. Plant the palms. Step the left foot back, Chaturanga. Inhale to up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog for 5. Keep breathing. 4. Relax the neck. 3. Draw the navel in and up. 2. 1. Gaze forward, knees bend, walk, step, or float to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Knees bend, arms rise, chair pose. Inhale. Exhale, hands by your sides. We'll do that one more time. Inhale, knees bend, arms rise, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant palms, step or float back, Chaturanga. Inhale to up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Right foot forward, left heel down, rise up, warrior one on the right. One long inhale to the top. One long exhale takes you down, plant those palms, step the right foot back, Chaturanga. Inhale to up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Left foot forward, right heel down, rise up, warrior one on the left. One long exhale takes you down, plant the palms, step the left foot back, Chaturanga. Inhale to up dog or cobra, shine the chest through. Exhale, down dog for 5. This is your last held down dog of class. 4. Relax the shoulders. 3. Set the gaze toward the navel or beyond the thighs. 2. 1. Gaze forward, knees bend, walk, step, or float to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Knees bend, arms rise, chair pose, and hold for 5. Chest high, seat low. 4. Think about rocking the hips under to draw the navel back. 3. Full audible breaths. 2. 1. Exhale the hands to the hips. Hop or step your feet hips distance. Inhale to puff up the chest, and then exhale, dive forward over your legs, bringing a slight bend into your knees if you need to. Using index and middle fingers, wrap your fingers around your 2 big toes. Inhale to look up. Exhale, fold, Padangusthasana for 5. Use your abdominals to draw you deeper. 4. Think tailbone high. 3. Keep breathing. 2. 1. Inhale to look up. Exhale, step on palms, toes to wrists, Padastasana, and fold for 5. Relax your shoulders. 4. Set the gaze beyond the legs. 3. Use your biceps here to pull you deeper. 2. 1. Inhale to look up halfway. Exhale, plant palms about 6 inches in front of your feet. Bend deeply into knees and elbows. Clamp those knees on the outside of your upper arms and rock your weight forward into your hands. Find a squeeze between the elbows. Dome out through the rib cage. Find some cat pose. Option to take your Bakasana crow pose and hold. If you don't have crow pose, follow along with me. With your elbows rocking directly over your wrists, find that lift in the rib cage. And then on your next exhale, tuck your left heel into your left glute as high as you can, keeping your right toes on the floor. For 3. Exhale into this posture. For 2. Find your obliques. Last 1. Release the left toes down. Lift the right heel as high as you can for 3. Gaze as far out in front of you for 2. Find a lift through the chest. 1. Release the right toes down. Inhale to look up, and then exhale, step or jump back, Chaturanga. Inhale to up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Take a full inhale and a slow, steady exhale. Step your right foot forward between your hands. Spin your left heel down at a 45-degree angle. Rise up, warrior 1 on the right. For 5. Think left hip forward, right hip back. 4. Shoulders away from ears. 3. Ground down in the knife side edge of the back foot. 2. 1. Exhale the hands behind the back. Catch opposite elbows or maybe take reverse prayer. Straighten out your front leg here. Inhale to puff up your chest. And then exhale, fold forward with a flat back. Stop before your front knee bends for 5. Try to square your shoulders toward the top of the mat. 4. Think chin to shin here. 3. Gaze at your big toe. 2. 1. Inhale to look up halfway. Exhale, hands to hips. Inhale your left arm out in front of you, thumb up. Exhale, option to grab onto a block. Place that hand on the outside of the right foot on the floor or up on that block, and then spin open to the right. Option to send your right arm to the sky. Gaze to top thumb for a balance challenge here. Revolve triangle for 5. Both legs are straight. 4. The deeper the twist, the deeper the breath. 3. Find some up dog in your chest. 2. 1. Unwind, plant the palms. Inhale to look up, and then exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale to up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Left foot forward, right heel down, rise up, warrior 1 on the left. For 5, make sure that front knee is bent and is directly over the front ankle. 4, ground down in the knife side edge of that back foot. 3, this side, think right hip forward, left hip back. 2, 1. Exhale the hands behind the back, catch opposite elbows or maybe take reverse prayer. Straighten out the front leg. Inhale to puff up the chest and then exhale, fold forward with a flat spine. Keep that front leg straight for 5. Draw the navel in and up. 4. Gaze to big toe. 3. Keep your right shoulder in line with your left. 2. 1. Inhale to look up halfway. Exhale, hands to hips. Inhale your right arm out in front of you, thumb up. Option again to grab that block. Plant your right hand on the outside of your left foot. Option to bring the hand to the block and then spin open to the left. Option to send your left arm to the sky. Gaze to top thumb for 5. Think about stacking your shoulders. 4. Draw the crown of the head back toward the wall behind you. 3. Keep breathing. 2, 1. Exhale the hands to the mat, unwind. Inhale to look up, and then exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to up dog or cobra, shine the chest through, and then exhale, down dog. Inhale the right heel high. Exhale, knee to nose, round and curl. Inhale, right heel high. Exhale, right knee, left tricep, cross it under. Inhale, right heel high. Exhale, right knee, right tricep, gaze goes right. Inhale, right heel high. Exhale, step it between the hands. Come up high on the back heel and make sure the left toes are slid far enough back that you can keep your right knee directly over the right ankle. Inhale, rise up to your high crescent lunge, gaze to thumbs for 5. Draw the left hip forward and the right hip back. 4. Shoulders away from ears. 3. Keep breathing. 2, 1. Ground the palms in the mat. Exhale. Then inhale, lift the chest, broaden out through the collarbones for equestrian pose. That right knee stays over right foot. And then exhale, draw the hips back, straighten out the front leg, pyramid pose. Think forehead to shin. We're going to flow. Inhale, rock forward into your front knee, gaze lifts. Exhale, round and curl, pyramid pose. Option for blocks under the hands. Inhale, rock forward, bend into the front knee. And then exhale, take it back. This time, inhale, rock forward, equestrian pose. Exhale, ditch the blocks, ground your palms, step your right foot back to meet the left, chaturanga. Inhale to up dog or cobra, shine the chest through. Exhale, down dog. Inhale the left heel high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, left heel high. Exhale, left knee, right tricep, cross it under. Inhale, left heel high. Exhale, left knee, left tricep, gaze goes left. Inhale, left heel high. Exhale, step it through. Rise up high on the back heel. Make sure the left ankle is directly under left knee. Then inhale to rise up to your high crescent lunge for 5. Think left hip forward, right hip back. 4. Full audible breaths. 3, 2, 1. Plant the palms, scoot the right foot back as much as you need to keep the left knee over the left foot. And then inhale the chest through the arms for equestrian pose. Find the hip flexor stretch. Exhale, rock the hips back, straighten out the front knee, pyramid pose, round and curl. We're going to flow. Inhale, rock forward, equestrian pose, shine the chest through. Exhale, take the hips back, straighten out the front leg, pyramid pose. Inhale, take it forward, rock into the front knee. Exhale, take it back, straighten out that front leg. This time, inhale, rock forward. Exhale, ground the palms, ditch the blocks if you use them. Step the left foot back to meet the right, chaturanga. Inhale to up dog or cobra, shine the chest through. Exhale, down dog. Take a full inhale and a slow, steady exhale. Then step your right foot forward between your hands. Come up high on the back heel. Inhale up to your high crescent lunge. As you exhale, bring the hands to heart center and twist open to the right. Left elbow crosses right thigh. For revolved crescent, gaze over your right shoulder. For 5. If you'd like to drop into revolved extended side angle, you can. Open up your arms, sending your right arm to the wall in front of you, your left hand down toward your right foot. And option to work toward flattening out that black foot. For 4. Breathe full. 3. Try to stack your shoulders. 2. 1. If your hands are open, bring them back to heart center. Stay twisted. Like a ninja, step your left foot forward to meet your right, landing in revolved chair. Gaze over your right shoulder for 5. Peek down and make sure your left knee isn't creeping in front of your right. 4. Breathe full. 3. 2. 1. Inhale to chair pose, straighten out, gaze lifts. Exhale, chair twist to the same side, left elbow crosses right thigh. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, chair twist, same side. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, chair twist, same side. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, come to stand. Interlace fingers behind the back. Inhale to puff up the chest. And then exhale, forward fold with bound hands. Inhale to chair pose. Exhale, come to stand. Interlace fingers behind the back. Inhale to puff up the chest. And then exhale, forward fold with bound hands. Inhale to chair pose. Exhale, come to stand. Interlace those fingers behind the back. Inhale to puff up the chest. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to chair pose. Exhale, come to stand. Toe heel your feet out to the edges of your mat. If you're on the taller side, you may want to bring your feet out even wider. We're going to sink down low into Malasana Yogi Squat. So as you're ready, take an exhale and sink down. Find the connection between upper arm and inner thigh. Sink the hips low as you bring the chest high. If you've got any knee or hip tension, option to come up higher and practice your goddess pose. Another option is to place a block underneath your seat. You'll still get an inner thigh stretch here. We're going to hold for 5, 4. If you're working on a bind, option to try a bind on the right for the last 3. For 2. 1. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, release. Stay low. We're going to come into our first crow drill. If you already have a comfortable crow pose, option to go ahead and go there. Try to hold, maybe work toward straight arms in your Bakasana. If not, follow along with me. I'm going to place a block on its highest height, about where my forehead would land. So you can measure out the distance here by rocking your weight into your hands and tapping your forehead down. Once you've found that distance, set up like we did at the beginning of class. Our knees are squeezing deeply into our upper arms. Our heels are close together behind us or high on our toes. We're going to inhale, rock forward into our hands, elbows over wrists. Find a squeeze in the elbows. Find a lifting up through the rib cage like cat pose. And then keep moving forward until our forehead rests gently on the block. Don't put too much weight in the block. It probably won't hold you, but it's just there to help you balance like a tripod. And then when you're ready, use your exhale to help engage all your abdominals. Lift one heel up and then maybe practice small hops with the other. Or maybe you just go ahead and go on up using that block to help balance you. Once you've held for a few breaths, try lifting your head off the block. The farther forward you look, the more your head will help balance out the weight of your hips. Take a full inhale and a full exhale where you are. And then we'll all meet in Malasana when you're ready to come down. Exhale, plant palms. Try to jump back, Chaturanga. Inhale to up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Other side. Left foot forward between the hands, right heel high. Inhale up to your high crescent lunge. Exhale the hands through heart center, twist open to the left, right elbow crosses left thigh. Revolved crescent for 5. If you had opened up into revolved extended side angle, option to do so on this side. 4, try to stack your shoulders. 3, the deeper the twist, the deeper the breath. 2, stay twisted. 1, if your arms are open, bring them back to heart center. And like a ninja, step your right foot forward to meet the left, landing in revolved chair for 5. Again, peek down, make sure that right knee isn't creeping in front of the left. 4, gaze over left shoulder. 3, think seat low, chest high. 2, try to move the left hip toward the right. 1, inhale to chair pose. Exhale, chair twist to the same side, right elbow across left thigh. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, chair twist to the same side. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, chair twist to the same side. Inhale to chair pose. Exhale, come to stand. Interlace fingers behind the back. Inhale to puff up the chest. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, come to stand. Interlace fingers behind the back. Inhale to puff up the chest. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, come to stand. Interlace fingers behind the back. Inhale to puff up the chest. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to chair pose. Exhale, come to stand. Toe heel those feet out to the edges of the mat for Malasana round 2. Then on an exhale, sink on down. Find the connection between upper arm and inner thigh. Lift the chest high here for 5. Breathe full. 4. If you went for a bind on the other side, option to bind on the left for 3. For 2. 1. Inhale, unwind, come back to center for crow pose on the second side. Option to go on up if you already know it, or do some other arm balance that you're working on, or to come along with me for our second crow drill. This time we're going to place 2 blocks. They're better if they're cork blocks, but it's fine if they're not, if they're the foam ones. Just make sure not to put all your weight into them. We're going to place them directly in front of our 2 middle fingers. Plant those palms on the mat, squeeze the elbows in tight, set up for crow pose like we've done earlier in class. Walk those heels together behind you. And then inhale to rock forward into your hands. You're going to gently place the shoulders on the mat, on the blocks in front of you. Now, make sure not all the weight's in the shoulders, so really press down into the hands. Feel a lift up in the rib cage, then exhale your right heel into your right glutes. Inhale here, and then exhale the left heel into the left glute. Lift it up. Find even more of a lift, then lift the shoulders off the block, gaze out in front of you. Try to hold for a full inhale and a full exhale. Lower down onto the mat. We will all meet in Malasana. When you're ready, plant palms. Try to jump back, Chaturanga. Inhale to up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Take a full inhale and a slow, steady exhale. Right foot forward, left heel high. Rise up, high crescent lunge on the right. As you exhale, bring the hands to heart center and begin to tip weight into your right foot. Launch the back leg up parallel to the mat, coming into warrior 3. For 5, try to square off hips and shoulders to the mat. 4, option to extend the arms long in front of you. 3, long neck here. 2, energy through the back foot. Listen carefully. In 1, lift the left heel higher, forward fold for standing split. Option to grab on to the right ankle for a balance challenge. For 5, try to square the hips. For 4, straight back leg here. 3, use your abdominals to pull you deeper. 2, listen carefully. In 1, come to stand without touching the left toes to the mat. Bring the left knee into the chest. Option to grab onto the knee and work on your balance here. Bring the right hand to the hip. Further option to take a big toe hold, index and middle finger of the left hand around the left big toe. For 5, make sure that leg does some of its own lifting. 4, keep breathing. 3, square up hips and shoulders. 2, 1, left leg goes out to the left, gaze goes right. For 5, do your best. For 4, you can grab a hold of the knee if you need to. 2, 1, inhale back to center. Exhale, release the knee or foot. Bring both hands to the hips. Straighten out that leg and keep it lifted. For 5, it doesn't matter how high the leg is, it's about how straight it is. 4, keep breathing. 3, find a gentle turning in of the leg. 2, 1, bring the left foot down to meet the right. Inhale to mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant palm, step or float back, chaturanga. Inhale to up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Left foot forward, right heel high, rise up, high crescent lunge on the left. As you exhale, bring the hands through heart center and begin to launch weight into the left foot as you bring the right leg up parallel to the mat. For 5, warrior 3, 4, option to extend the arms long behind you this time, triceps high. 3, keep breathing. 2, 1, plant the palms, send the right heel higher, standing split. For 5, again, option to grab onto the left ankle for a balance challenge. 4, full audible breaths. 3, 2, 1, inhale, come to stand, right knee comes into the chest, try to balance on the lift. Option to grasp onto the outside of the right knee, bringing the left hand to the hip, and practice your balance. Or straighten out the right leg, bring the right index and middle finger around the right big toe for big toe hold, and fold. For 5, breathe full. 4, make sure the leg is doing some of its own lifting. 3, it's okay to have a slight bend in the knee. 2, 1, right leg goes right, gaze goes left. For 5, square up hips and shoulders. 4, try not to tip to the right. 3, 2, 1, inhale back to center. Exhale, release the knee or foot. Straighten out that leg, both hands on the hips. For 5, again, find a gentle turning in of the thigh. 4, it's not about the height of the leg, it's about the straightness of it. 3, breathe full. 2, 1, release the right foot down to meet the left. Inhale to mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant palms, step or float back, chaturanga. Inhale to up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Right foot forward, left heel spins all the way down. Unwind, warrior two on the right. Peek down and make sure the right knee is directly over right ankle. And you can see a slither of the right big toe in your peripheral vision. Your back foot is parallel to the short edge of your mat or slightly turned in. Your arms are out at a T, and you're peering over your right middle finger for 5. Breathe full. 4. Try to tuck the hips under. 3. 2. 1. Right forearm to right thigh, sweep the left hand overhead, extended side angle. To deepen this posture, bring your right hand to the outside of the right foot, maybe onto a block, and sweep your chest open even more for 5. Breathe full. 4. 5. Some up dog in your chest. 3. Navel in and up. 2. 1. Inhale back up to warrior 2. Exhale the hands to the hips. Straighten out the front leg. Turn the toes in and the heels out. Inhale to puff up the chest. Exhale for a wide leg forward fold. Bring the hands between the feet. Inhale to look up. And then exhale, fold deeper for 5. Option for any inversions that might be in your practice. Maybe a tripod headstand. 4. Find the rotation in the hips. 3. It's okay to have a slight bend in those knees. 2. 1. Inhale to look up halfway. Exhale, walk your hands toward the top of the mat. Turn your right toes to face the short edge of your mat. Come up high on the back heel. Both hands are on the inside of the right leg. Find the squeeze between inner thigh and outer arm here for lizard pose. Engage the inner thigh for 5. Option to drop to forearms or to bring your forearms to a block. 4. Always an option to drop to the back knee. 3. Keep breathing. 2. 1. Step your right foot back toward the back of the mat. High plank, shoulders over wrists. Dome out through the shoulder girdle, that space between the shoulder blades, and hold here for 5. Always an option to drop to forearms. 4. Always an option to drop to knees. 3. Always an option to come to tabletop and do knee to elbow crunches. 2. We're going to add movement here in 1. Begin to shift weight into your hands and then shift weight back into your heels. Inhale, rock forward like chaturanga. Exhale, take it back. Inhale, rock forward. Exhale, take it back. Last one. Inhale, rock forward. Exhale, take it back. This time, inhale, rock forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to up dog or cobra. And exhale, down dog. Take a full inhale. And a slow, steady exhale. Left foot forward, right heel down. Unwind, warrior 2, facing the other side of the room. Peek down and make sure the left knee is directly over the left ankle, and you can see a slither of your left big toe. Square up your hips and shoulders toward that side of the room, and then take your gaze over your left middle finger for 5. Breathe full. 4. Find a tucking under of the hips. 3. 2. 1. Extended side angle, left forearm comes to left thigh, right arm swoops overhead. To deepen this posture, bring the left hand to the outside of the left foot and peel open even more. Again, option for a block under that hand for 5. Relax the space between the left side of your neck and your left shoulder. 4. Keep breathing. 3. Gaze to top thumb. 2. 1. Inhale back up to warrior 2. Exhale your hands to your hips. Straighten out your front leg and turn the toes in and the heels out. Inhale to puff up the chest. Exhale, fold forward, wide leg forward fold. This time, option to use your index and middle fingers to grab around your 2 big toes. Inhale to look up. Exhale, use your biceps to pull you deeper for 5. Second option for inversions. 4. Keep breathing. 3. Relax the shoulders. 2. 1. Inhale to look up. Exhale the hands to the mat. Walk your hands toward your left foot this time. Turn your left toes to face the short edge of your mat. Turn your right heel up for lizard pose. Find that squeeze between inner thigh and outer arm for 5. If you drop to forearms on the other side, do so now. 4. Keep breathing. 3. Find straightness in the back leg. 2. 1. Step the left foot back to meet the right, high plank. Again, find the doming out between the shoulders. 5. Option here to drop to forearms or knees. 4. Further option to come to your tabletop and do knee to elbow crunches. 3. Navel in and up. 2. Hips in line with shoulders. We're adding movement in 1. We step our right foot out to the right. We bring it back to center. Left foot out to the left. Bring it back to center. Right foot to the right. Bring it back to center. Left foot to the left. Bring it back to center. We go right, center, left, center. Right, center, left, center. Right, center, left, center. Hold. Inhale here. Then exhale, shift your weight forward, chaturanga. Inhale to up dog or cobra. And exhale, down dog. Option here to hold your down dog or to drop to your forearms for a dolphin pose. Try to keep your forearms parallel to one another. Find a squeezing in at the elbows for 5. Lift out through the rib cage. Lift up through the tailbone. 4. Keep your head off the mat. 3. Always an option to walk the toes closer to the face. 2. 1. On your inhale, try to lift all the way up into your high plank. 1 smooth movement into chaturanga. Inhale to up dog or cobra. Exhale, push it back, down dog. Gaze forward, rock forward, high plank. Exhale through chaturanga to your belly, coming into our belly back bends. Keep those hands planted directly under the shoulders. Squeeze the legs together. Ground all 10 toenails in the mat, and then inhale to peel up your head, neck, and chest for baby cobra for 5. Little to no weight in those hands. 4. Squeeze the elbows in. 3. Gaze out in front of you. 2. 1. Exhale, lower down, take a cheek. Straighten out your arms beside you, palms face up, set up here for Locust pose, Shalabhasana. On your inhale, lift on up, arms and legs lift, head, neck, and chest lifts. For 5, really peel open those shoulders. 4, try to hollow out the belly. 3, think about lifting the quads. 2, 1, exhale, take the other cheek. We're coming into our third belly back bend. Option to take another cobra or another locust. Or for a deeper back bend, option for Dhanurasana bow pose. If you're going for Dhanurasana, kick the heels into the glutes, reach around for the feet or the outside of the ankles, and bring the toes together to touch. On an inhale, lift on up. For 5, option to send the hands over the head for full Dhanurasana. 4, toes touch here. Eventually the knees touch. 3, keep breathing. 2, try to even out your knees and your shoulders. 1 line. 2. 1, exhale, lower down. Find an inhale to tabletop, and then take an exhale to child's pose. Bring the knees wide, toes touch, press it back. Take a full inhale and a slow, steady exhale. On your next inhale, come to standing on your knees. Make sure you use just a fist with the space between those knees, and peek back to make sure your feet are in one straight line behind the knees. Inhale to puff up the chest. And exhale, bring the hands to the low back like your fingers are sticking in the back pockets of your jeans. Squeeze the elbows in tight behind you. And then inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, push the hips forward. Do that again. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, push the hips forward. Option to drop back into full camel here, but keep those hips over the knees. For 3, drop the head back. 2, lift the chest higher. 1, inhale, chest lifts first, then the head lifts. Exhale, release. Plant the palms and step or jump through to a seat. Plant your feet on the floor. Make sure your knees are pointing up toward the ceilings. And then grab behind your knees with your hands. Use the leverage here to help pull your chest higher. And then exhale, begin to rock your weight back until you feel a catch in your abdominals or your feet begin to lift. Then lift your feet into a tabletop position, bringing your arms long beside you for Navasana boat pose. Option to take straight leg boat pose for 5. Chest high here. 4, navel back. 3, 2, lower down, heels and chest 5 inches off the mat for 5, 4, keep breathing. 3, 2, gaze and navel. 1, inhale up to high boat. Exhale, plant the feet. Then straighten out the legs long in front of you for Dandasana. Plant the hands beside the hips and straighten out the legs. Flex the feet so much that the heels lift. Squeeze the legs together. Inhale to lift the chest as high as you can. Shoulders are back. Exhale, drop the chin for 5. Navel back. 4. Keep breathing. 3, 2, 1. Inhale the arms overhead. Exhale for a long forward fold for 8. 7. With your inhales, find length. With your exhales, get a little deeper. 6. 5. 4. Relax the shoulders. 3, 2, 1. Inhale to look up, and then exhale, release. Bring the right foot into the left inner thigh. For Janu Shriyasana, square up over the left leg. Inhale to lift the arms. Exhale, catch the shin, ankle, or foot. To deepen this stretch, try to catch the right wrist beyond the foot with the left hand. For 5. Breathe full. 4. Try to keep your shoulders level. 3. 2. 1. Inhale to look up. Exhale, release. Bring the left foot into the right inner thigh. Janu Shriyasana on the other side. Square up over the right leg this time. Inhale to lift the arms. And then exhale, catch the shin, ankle, or foot. This time for an added challenge, try to catch the left wrist beyond the foot with the right hand. For 5. 4. Breathe full. 3. 2. 1. Inhale to look up, and then exhale, release. Bring the soles of the feet to touch for Baddha Konasana. Inhale to look up, and then exhale, fold. Option to sit on a block here can help get you a little deeper. Think chin to big toes for 5. 4. 3. Shoulders away from ears. 2. 1. Fold up your knees like a book and recline all the way onto your back. Coming into back bends here. So ground the feet. Make sure they're just a hip width distance apart. Turn the toes a little in and the heels a little out. Then on an inhale, lift the hips to knee height. Option to clasp the hands under the low back and walk the shoulders underneath you for 5. Breathe full. 4. If this is too much, supported bridge is always an option with a block directly under your sacrum on its medium height. 3. 2. And 1. Exhale, lower down. You've got 2 more back bends. Option to take bridge or supported bridge, or to take Urdhva Dhanurasana, upward facing bow. For Urdhva Dhanurasana, plant the palms behind your shoulders, fingertips pointing toward your heels. And then on an inhale, lift on up. For 5. Turn the toes a little in and the heels a little out. 4. Step down into the feet. 3. Think about pressing the chest through the arms. 2. 1. Exhale, gently lower down. Take any movements you need to, maybe shifting your knees from the left to the right. Or have 1 more back bend of class. Option again for bridge, supported bridge, or another Urdhva Dhanurasana. When you're ready, prepare, exhale, plant the palms, and then on an inhale, rise on up. For 5. Think about getting the bottom of your rib cage and your hips on one even plane. 4. Keep breathing. 3. Relax the neck. 2. 1. Gently lower down. If shoulder stand is in your practice, that's where we're going next. If it's not, you're welcome to legs up a wall. You can place a pillow, a rolled up towel, or a block directly under your sacrum. And keeping your head, neck, and chest and arms grounded, you'll send both heels to the sky. Knees can have a little bend in them if you need to. And relax here. If you'd like to go for shoulder stands, squeeze the elbows in tight. Roll the hips up over the chest. Plant the hands on the low back. And then bring your toes directly over your hips, which are directly over your shoulders. For 5, squeeze the elbows in. 4, think about pressing the toes away from the face. 3, squeeze the legs together. 2, 1. If you're on legs up a wall, stay where you are. If you're in shoulder stand, option to drop down into plow pose. For 3. If your toes touch, you can release the arms. 2, 1. Soften the knees, ear pressure pose. Squeeze the knees on the outside of the face or the ears. 2, and 1. Gently roll on out. Option for fish pose or a heart bench. For a heart bench, go ahead and place the long edge of your block directly under your shoulder blades on its shortest height, and then relax over the block. The crown of the head should touch. If not, you can place a second block or a towel underneath the base of the skull. If you're going for a fish pose, ground down into the forearms, lift the chest high, and then tip the head back until the crown of the head touches. Straighten out the legs long. Arms can lift up, legs can lift. For 5. Breathe full. 4. Shape the spine. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, the chest lifts first, then the head lifts. Exhale, gently lower down. Slowly roll yourself all the way up to seated, 1 vertebra at a time, and take a gentle forward fold to relax the spine. For 3, breathe full. Just for 2, relax into this fold. Last 1. And then as you're ready, gently lower on down all the way to your mat. Bring the soles of the feet to touch and the knees wide for Supta Baddha Konasana. Bring one hand to your belly and the other to your heart for pranayama. You can draw the eyes closed here. I'm going to count for you, and you'll inhale or exhale for the duration of my count. First, exhale all the stale air out of your lungs. Then inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Full inhale. Slow, steady exhale. Again, full inhale. As you exhale, release the legs long. Let the arms flop open next to you. And begin to relax for Savasana, final rest. I will lead you out. Slowly begin to deepen the breath. Maybe begin to wiggle fingers and toes. Maybe make circles with ankles and wrists. Reawaken the limbs. Reawaken the breath. When you're ready, stretch the arms long overhead to the wall behind you. Stretch your toes down long to the wall in front. Inhale here and then exhale to your favorite side. The right side tends to be more restful, the left side more energizing. Take a moment here to thank yourself for practicing today, for sticking with your intention, for finding balance and relaxation. When you're ready, with as little effort as possible and with eyes still closed, rock yourself up to a comfortable seat facing the front of the room. We'll inhale the hands to heart center and exhale, find a little tuck of the chin. Inhale, shoulders rise. Exhale, roll them down the spine. We'll seal up our practice today with one unified breath. First, exhale all the stale air out of your lungs. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, send it out. Thank you so much for flowing with me today. We'll bring our thumbs to third eye center, our seat of intuition, and bow forward to say namaste.